Right. Everyone. So can I expect all the people understood algorithm? Yes, sir. Any questions? All 5 test cases practiced. The objects are in which format saved, the same order, the same algorithm is used for searching also. You call get method or you call search method, contains method, get method you call, contains method you call, remove method you call. First the past object dot hash code. With the hash code bucket, then go retrieve. If bucket is itself is not to remove any object. No. Repeating again. Put method first call hash code method. If bucket is not found, put method creates the bucket object. I call get method passing key. Contains method by passing key. Remove method. Then all 3 methods also first of all find the bucket now. Yes. Available in buckets. So first to find for object bucket. If bucket is then it will compare this key with the keys available in this bucket and match found, retrieve, return, remove or whatever you want it will. If bucket itself is not, then they do nothing. Suddenly come back return false saying that object not found. Okay, now? Yes. My voice is breaking. Don't break. Tanuja. Okay. Now look at here. So hope you all understood map, right? No need to worry about it, right? Now complete identity hash map. Okay. If I override hash, does the object has reference based hash code? If I override hash, is this object has reference based hash code also? Yes. If hash code method is executed from java.class, it has a reference based hash code. Yes. If method is from subclass, database hash code will come, right? There are 2 hash codes. Now the question, if I override hash code method, is this object also contain reference wise hash code? Yes. Object has reference, right? Yes, right. then why it will not have reference there? So reference wise hash code by default. Access you are writing data wise hash code. Okay. If method is executed object class, you will get reference wise hash code. Method is executed from subclass, you will get data wise. Okay. Now tell me. When you call put method, map dot put method internally calling object class hash code, sub just a hash code. Just call object dot hash code. Then hash code searching in which class? Object class. In object class, static or non-static? Must execute from which class? Current object class. What the current object? String class, integer class, B class. In that class, if hash code method is over, is executed from subclass. Data wise hash code, else executed from object class. Reference wise hash code is written. Up to now, next question. Very important. For me, I want to override hash code method. Then data wise hash code is generated. But I want code also. I want both hash codes. Then what to do? Correct. Eh? Super dot hash code. Where? In which class? String class reference wise hash code I want. I want string class reference wise hash code I want. What is dot hash in the class in which hash code method is overridden? Which class? String class. Can I open string class and add super dot hash code? No. Sorry, your own class. Class if I add super dot hash code, which hash code is coming? Super class. But data wise hash code. I want both data wise hash code and reference wise hash code both. If you call super dot hash code, super class execute, reference wise hash code coming, then where is the data wise hash code? Oh, create another method.
Super dot hash code, then we can return in our.
We
can write our whatever we are returning.
Hey, what you written? Tell me the code.
Like previous class. Return x plus y, and we can call super dot hash code method.
Where? Then how that value written? Return hash code written.
For return statement, we
What you write? Super dot hash code. And then how to return that hash code number? Hash code method has only one return type. This dot. If you write this dot hash code, you will get Stack Overflow. If you want class A reference wise hash code and data wise hash code both, what you have to do? Inside A class, create one separate method with int as a return type, M1 method. In that method, you write return super dot hash code. Call M1 method, reference wise hash code return to you. Override the original hash code method and inside write return x plus y. Then data wise hash code will return. Okay. For which class? String class. String class. How to get the reference wise hash code for string class? Yala. Sorry. Mana class lo. In our class, we have written our own method. Who knows that method? I know. How? Map knows. Our own method? No. Then look at the class name. Identity hash map. Hash stores your object based on the identity of the object. Identity means reference. Okay. Identity hash map will store our class objects not based on the data-wise hash code, only based on reference-wise hash code. Then how identity hash map can get reference-wise hash code of our object? Okay, listen. There is a one predefined method given in the system class. System dot identity hash code. What's the method name? You pass your object here. What object? S1. Uncomment S1. Uncomment S1. Okay. Then display system dot out dot println. Identity hash code method. Code number of S1 object based on reference. Means first object 1010. Based on 1010 hash code number generated due to println. It is display. This is data wise hash code. This is reference wise hash code. Next. Now I'm taking object 97. Then what you do? Object 9 pass in place of S1 what? I1. Then observe this 97 is integer object hash code number based on data. This reference. Similarly, also get our A hash code based on data, hash code based on identity. Yes. A1. Save it. Save it. Control F11. Observe now. Object 5 plus 6, 11. This is A class object reference wise hash code. Understand that? How can I get reference wise hash code? By calling system dot identity hash code. Identity hash map is used for based on identity of the object, not based on the data. Okay, now our objects are stored based on identity based, not based on data, not based on data hash code. Now, let me show you that. I want to prove that hash code method is not calling inside class A. We have here I'm writing system dot out dot println double quotes in HC in hash code. Save it. Look at that. In HC message coming. No. Map class. Go to map class. I am commenting. Will come. Control F. A object. We got in hash code and A object added na. Code and A object is replaced, right? So when you add objects to map, link, hash map, linked hash map, weak hash map also, if you add put of Why? Look at there. We got in HC na. That means now Vcache map is also internally calling hash code method, object class hash code method. But identity hash map class will not call hash code method. Instead of what it will call system dot. Okay, based on reference, it will add. In your project, we never use identity hash map and Vcache map. We will only use hash map only. Okay. Hello, mic testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hey, online students on Babu. Okay. So hope you understand this topic.
Yes, sir.
Next. Now I want you to understand. Test 18, 17. From the interview point of view, you should have some idea on. Tell me, hash table is a legacy collection or collection? It's legacy, old na 1.0, right? It's a legacy collection. Hash table. Eclipse is also saying table only first. Object HT equal to new. T dot. What is the capacity of hash table? 11. Hash table capacity is 11. Okay. What is the capacity? 11. Initial capacity. Look at the here also it is creating what? Table by using array. New entry of initial capacity. This entry is a class which is available in map. Okay. Fine. So the initial capacity of table is what? 11. What the initial capacity of 16? Its initial capacity 11. Listen. System dot out dot println HT. Okay. Yes. So tell me, do we have any key already with the double quote say? No. Then we'll get null. Now I am adding 97. Now 97 bucket is same or not? Using what? Hash table data structure. It will also internally calling what? Hash code method. Hash code method returns what? 97. With 97 bucket is there? No. Directly added. Passing 97. With 97 bucket is available? Available. Here hash code index number generated divided by 16 or divided by 11? Divided by 11. 7 divided by 11, the bucket is found. Not 16 Rababu, 11 Rababu Mamata. This hash table data structure capacity what? 11? No. Right? The index is same. Then what if found? Object is found, bucket found. Then the directly stored or compared. 97 double equal to double quote say false. 97 dot equals double quote say false. Now 97 will be stored. Where? Same bucket where? Linked list data structure only, na? So from already first node A is there. next node, right? అర్థమైందా? So why అంటే what I know, how do I know? I know one point I'm saying, okay? Hash map implemented in one way, hash table implemented in another way. Hash table is in reverse order. Means always the last element will be the first element in the bucket. That means it is having next or previous or previous. Storing previous and table is updated with latest node. Okay, na? Is what? Capacity is 11 and elements in the bucket store in latest will be ante last in first out order. And it is not maintaining list as stack. Last in first out manner it is maintaining. Okay. Whereas map maintaining insertion order, it is maintaining last in first out. Can I store null as a key? Hey, already we discussed this point. Once upon a long discussion. Now my mind is recollecting. Already discussed this thing. Discussed. Okay, we already learned hash table. Only one point you didn't remember. No, that is what hash table. Isko remove karo. Hash table main which order? In a bucket, it maintain the elements in which order? Reverse order. Last in first out order. That one point, remember, remaining ball points are same. Next. Properties is a one class is pending. One thing, 1 minute. All operations on tree set and tree. Remove. Tell me, sir. If I teach with a tree set, same points are applied for tree map. I'm not taking two things I have to add. So I'm taking what? Tree set now. Listen carefully. Tree set of. Can I store any type of object? Hey. Can I store any type of object? Don't tell just yes. Today I don't have energy to scold. Today I don't have energy to scold. What? Okay. Don't pull. Don't pull. What I'm saying, understood? Putting your hand on your beard and not listening class, that's what my problem. And your mind suddenly will go somewhere else. Okay, focus. Don't put your hands like this. Okay. Now tree set TS equal said. Then now what? TS dot add of double quotes A. Very difficulty point. You 100% cannot understand, but I don't explain. You only should understand. Okay. So listen carefully and reply. And I don't have energy to repeat again and again. Okay. So try to listen carefully. First, A object is stored. Okay. This is our collection. A object is stored. Then TS dot add of, I'm writing C. It is meant for storing elements in insertion order. Come on. Whatever yes and such. Reset is meant for storing elements in insertion order, sorting order. Sorting order. Not in a insertion order. Sorting order. Ascending order. But descending order, not sorting order. Ascending or. Okay. What is the meaning of ascending or descending? You have those two objects are equal, not equal, or big. Ascending, descending, and what bigger is small. That means you have to compare now. I compare to compare first object for finding bigger or smaller. Then internally all thus newly adding object dot what compare with what double quotes. Then what is the method is used? Can I use here double equal to operator? If I use double equal to operator, it will tell us equal or not. Equal or not a bigger. So double equal to operator not suitable. Then useful or useless? Why spelling mistake? 1 minute. Why? It will compare two objects and return true or false. I'll compare reference doesn't matter. What you want to matter? True, false. Object unique or duplicate. I want to know this object is bigger or smaller. Then equals method use. Then what is required? I need another method that will compare and return the value. What value should return? True now, false number. Now tell me, if you want to say this object is equal, then we return what? 0. If this object bigger means what return? Positive number. If this object is smaller, returns what? Okay, tell me. I want to say A, B is smaller or bigger. If you want to find out A is bigger or B is bigger, comparison here, na? Which operator I should use? Okay, greater than if I write, it returns what? True, false. Adira, in compare outright logic, no. Comparative method, there's a method definition. In the definition, open bracket, closure bracket, I have return, right? You have to write what? Logic, return. Positive number. 5 1. Then you are returning your own number, but you are not. Okay, is this less than? Will work for every data. Can you work on string? Double quotes, say double quotes. Okay, sorry. Ma? Asal, why you are generating your own number? That's my question. You want to return negative number 0, positive number, right? Then why you are generating your own number? I want negative number 0, positive number, negative number. Which operator generate? Minus Rava. Simple maths. Right? So what you have to compare here? Second object minus first object returns 0 means equal. So returns positive number. Bigger. Bigger means which side I have to store? Left side or right side? Store right side of A. Next, returns negative number. It's a small left side. Yes. All you understand? Yes. So tell me, here we need that can return int number. That returning int number method is compare to. What method? Compare to. So tree set doesn't use the operator or equals method. It uses comparative method. Where this comparative method is defined in This comparative method must be called by using adding object. The adding object may be string or maybe integer, maybe a class, maybe student class. That means now this method must be available in the object we are adding now.
Yes.
Then who will guarantee this particular method must be available in your class, must implement this method in your class? Which concept will interface? So TreeSet is using one interface for supporting. That interface is comparable. Comparable. Now this comparable interface contains a method public object obj semicolon. Okay, but comparable is not only meant for comparing particular object in objects. Using what in place object what you write. So the interface by whom microsystem. Now you want to be any of reset object in what is comparable implemented method comparative. So that reset can call comparative method on that object. Tell me. Now we are not getting any compile time error here. We are not getting any runtime error here, and elements are coming correctly. That means string class implementing comparable interface.
Yes.
And contains comparative method. Yes. Tell me. Inside comparative method logic. How they are compared? Double quote C compared with the double quote C by using minus operator. So double quote C dot. Double quotes A, second object is, first object is what? Double quotes C minus double quotes A. And they will use background hash code, double quote C dot hash code minus double quotes A dot hash code. It returns positive number, negative number, positive number. Positive number means store. Okay, everyone understand? So C is stored right side. Tell me. Next. Now finally output is coming what here? A comma C. Now I am calling TS dot add of double quotes B. Tell me what happened here? Same double quotes B dot compare to of quotes. Huh? Yeah. First object is A. Now tell me. It returns what the meaning of it? Double quotes B minus double quotes A. Returns what? Positive number. Positive number means which is right side. Right side already object there. Shift add. Now B wanted to sit in the place of C. Now C will question, "Kaun hai tum?" Right? Now B should say, "I am better than you," or "I am bigger than you," or "I am equal to you." So if it is a smaller, store left side. If it is a store right. If equal, don't store. That means what happened here? Again, double quotes B compared to double quotes C. Double quotes B minus double quotes C. That's what? Negative number. Negative number means left side. Left side boom C. Left side of C, do you have space or no space? Then C move other side, moved and here B store. Okay na? Control left hand. Another. So tell me, inside TreeSet, what is the internal calling method? Comparative method. Calling method is comparative method. Is not double equal to operator or it is not equal. Clear? Next, tell me. If I write TS dot add of 5, and then what happened now here? Double quotes 5 dot compare to double quotes A. Then what the meaning of it? Now we want to compare this double quotes A with 5. Then this double quotes A is a typecast to the current class type integer, na? Possible, possible. Then it leads to class cast exception. Comparative method is called, now comparative method executed from which class? Integer class. Observe, in integer class, right. In integer class, comparative method, it should go to line number when I click it. It's opening in. It's coming to line number, no? Like that. Number coming, no? Okay. Yeah, this is a comparative method call. When I call comparative method, is going to where? Integer class. Hey. JDK dot internal dot value based. Emra Subbara. Let's not waste the time on searching where is it, where is it. So in integer class, what happened? Comparative method is trying to cast this object to current object type. It is not possible to throw on class cast exception. So what of objects we can store? Homogeneous comparable only. The next t dot add of ts dot add of. I am giving what? Null. Tell me now what happened here? Dot compare to, tell me, if you call any method with null, then what happened? Is to null pointer. So we cannot store a null. Jaya? Okay. Now I want to create one more reset of. Okay. Yes, we can store only homogeneous. Which type of objects I want to store? Integer. Directly I'm writing integer ts to new reset of sleeping is listen ke tell me ts2 add of nothing here 10 directly stored ts2 dot add of now I'm giving 30 stored. Oh. So what happened? 30 dot compare to of 10 means what? Positive number. Positive number means what? Right side. Okay. Next, ts2 dot add of. I am storing 20. Now 20, 30, sorry, 20 dot compare to of 10. Returns what? Positive. Positive means right side. Right side already object hai. So then we'll compare. T dot compare to of 30. Then positive, negative. Negative means store left side of 30. I was not last. Area or a question. Sumit, number is compared, why not last? Okay, first which number you stored, that number will be compared. Em question adugutunnaru. No, this is asking me first number, why not? Why 20 with 10? Why 20 not with 30? That is what the question is asking. What the answer to you? First object you store compared with that of na bhaiya. Oh, Sumit bhaiya. Okay, now tell me. Hope you all understand them. Now, Sumita. Oh, Sumita. I stored my own class objects A. Allowed or not allowed? PS2 equal to mute reset of PS2 already there. Now take PS3. Tell me. PS3 dot compare. Check. I'm writing new. Add. Who's- Hmm. Come on, guys. Is it added or not added? What is rule of tree class add method? Add that verifies the adding object is comparable type or not. Is your class A comparable or not comparable? So it will throw. Look at class cast exception. Class A cannot be cast to. If you want to call compare the object must cast to compare, then only call comparative method because it is not subtype of comparable. So it is error. So tell me now, what should I do now? If you want to store your own custom classes to treat, what should I do? I must override comparative method. How to override comparative method? Must implement class A, implement comparable of you want comparable, compare which class objects A, same class A, then go to hash code method equals method after here, what override karna compare. Inside comparative method return 0. Yeah, what's the wrong? What is the answer to my question? What I asked? Can I return? Did I ask will I return? Will I return different to can I return different? Interview point of view can. Project point of view will. Interviewer never worry about original project style. He will always worry about concept or not. If I write like this, what happened? If I write like that, what happened? These many test cases already or don't know, he will verify. Hey, you are coming morning batch also. Second person. You second Rava. Morning 7 coming. Why 2 times come? 7 AM again come. You are not attending. But you said, yeah, attending. Morning 7 AM not coming. Coming. I'm able to hear, that's why. Not coming. Okay. So exactly one person there is sitting here. That's why I got doubt. Have any brother? Huh? No, sometimes I like confusions. Same kind of people will be there. Seven people will be there, na? Looking like. Okay, come. And tell me, come back. If I write return 0, any error? No. If I return 0, what happens? This object return 0 means it is considered as same object. Same object means stored or not stored. Then totally how many objects will be there? One object. Is this object not stored? Okay, now first object stored always. With whom it will compare, right? It will store. Now exceptions are not there. Now, trying to add and object with the data. Stored or not stored? Not stored because here consider as a A2 dot compare to of A1. Then returns what? 0. 0 means don't store. Okay, don't store. Stored or not stored? Not. Now I am trying to store different object 7, 3. Stored or not stored? At this time, your mind should tell you, array, storing or not storing is not based on the data, based on the reference, depending on the internal calling method compared to of A1 returns what? 0. Okay, control F. Most dangerous what? If you don't comparative method properly in exam, comparative method will come to next place and smiling. Practice. It will sit next to you. Okay. When they're coming, comparative method sit next to you. Look at your face. Answer. Tell me now what is the answer. Now you are not getting answer. Crying. Asking. That day when Hari told test cases given, you didn't practice. No. Now you enjoying it. So without knowing comparative method equals hash code to string methods, it's impossible for you to qualify collections based. Now tell me. Now I am trying to store another object here. Tell me now. I'm taking like this 6, 2. Now it is stored or not stored? Not stored. So we got output same first object 5, 9. So if I return 0, then only first object is stored. Okay, return 0, only first object. Clear? Case number 1. Case number 2. From the comparative method, return type of comparative method is what? Int. Now I am returning what? 1. Positive number. 1 and a positive number. Then what happened? 1 means what? It is always a bigger, even though duplicate. Is it stored or not? Yes. No. Stored. Now first this object is stored. Next what is calling? A2 dot comparative of A1. 1. 1 means what? Right side. Right? Then A3 dot comparative of A1. 1. 1 means what? Right side. Right side already object there, na? Then what it will compare? A3 dot comparative of A2. Then what it return? 1. 1 means store right side. Okay. So if I return 1 directly, objects are stored inside, including null, duplicate, including duplicate. Okay, now let me try to store heterogeneous object. Let's say string I am trying to quote say. Tell me, double quote say can store or not? Actually, if I write here object, then not tell me double quote say. Now will add method accept this double quote say dot compare to call, na? Then we'll get what? Class cast accept. If I call here, if you pass null dot compare, so you can leave it. Right. Check. Then next. So look at there, all objects are stored in which order? 5, 9, 5, 6, 7. This is 5, 9, 5, 9. Look at that, duplicate 3, 6, 2. Objects are storing in which order? Ascending order. Then next. Now, case number 3. What is the case number 3? Come on. Return minus. If I return the minus number, are all objects are stored including duplicates? Yes. Which direction? Left side. Okay. These are all the written test question bits. Control F11. Look at the 6 2 7. Fine. Now tell me, are these 3 cases project related cases? No. This is related. Only next year, all objects are stored, including duplicates, in insertion order. Next, here, all objects are stored, including duplicates, in reverse insertion order. Reverse insertion order. So, are these 2 cases are project cases? No. What I want to stop duplicate. I want to store objects in ascending order proper. Now you want to store objects based on multiple properties or one property? I want to sort objects. Can I consider all properties combining like in hash code method x plus y? No, I have to store based on x property or x property wise you want to store ascending order, then use here x. Return. What you should return? I should compare x value of 2 with x value of a1. A2 object available in this. A1 object available in parameter a. What do you write? This dot x, a dot x. Now tell me, objects are order in ascending order or descending order? Ascending order. Object data means currently adding object data minus object data. If you write means current object minus argument object, then only unique objects are stored in ascending order. Ascending order. Okay, control F11. Look at that. 5, 6, 7. Which property wise they are storing? Based on X property. Based on X property they have stored. And duplicate is not coming. Now, if I reverse it, now I am writing here A dot, here this, then only unique objects are stored in opposite descending. Control F. 7, 6. Hope you all understand? So overriding comparative method has how many cases? 3 cases. I mean 5 cases. Return 0, return 1, return 1. This dot x, a dot x, a dot x, this dot. I want to ask one last question. Ready? One worst statement is there in the market. Is right or wrong? Tree set by default stores objects in ascending order.
False.
Right. False. Check. A objects are stored in ascending order. String objects are integer objects are stored in ascending order. So tree set by default stores objects in ascending order. Right or wrong? This is by the people. Tree set by default stores objects in sorting order, that is ascending order. Sorting order based on compared implementation. So don't tell to interviewer tree set will store objects in sorting order, that is ascending order. You should say tree set maintains elements based on the supplied comparison logic. Supplied sorting order logic. Sorting order logic. So I can say the statement as tree set maintain objects in their natural sorting order. What? It means the sorting order is defined inside in that adding objects class. Accordingly, objects are stored. That may be storing only first object, or maybe storing an insertion order, including duplicates, or storing duplicates, or storing objects in sorting order ascending, sorting order descending. These 5 ways the tree set can store objects. A implementation of the comparative method. Everyone understand? Really? Okay. I want to compare my A, I want to store my A objects default in ascending order. Possible? I want to store my objects by default in ascending order. Then what do you write? Inside comparative method, right? Minus A dot. Then wherever A class is going, it is carrying the comparative storing objects in sorting order, ascending order. For example, all people are storing in a heights wise ascending order. So less to high. Suddenly I got a requirement of storing the students height wise descending order. Allowed or not? You people are going for competition. There is a prayer going on. Prayer time in which order you'll stand? Height wise ascending order. Okay. Now the competition started. Now you have to pull some height. And at different levels, the things are placed. Now you have to take it and put some other place. So tell me, you will stand less to high or high to less? High people are standing. He can go and bring it, right? So tell me, sometimes I want to store objects in descending order also. Point number 1. But my comparative method supports only one, but I want 2 implementation. Default implementation I want ascending. Some descending order. Sometimes I want, and that is default or customer. That is natural or customer. User defined. So this object should carry how many sorting order? 2. 1. Sorting order ascending. Number 2. Some sorting order descending. Okay. Point number 2. Now the competition, height-wise competition, eating competition. And whom more eating people are. I'll find more forward. Never say mota people will eat more. You are thinking that mota people will eat more, thin people will lesser. No. There are people are there, they will eat, double, triple than the mota people eating. Okay. So remember that point. In every batch, people are feeling, mota people. Who can eat more food? I am bringing them. Okay, people are thinking regularly weight wise. So now more height, more weight people I wanted to pick. That sort the people based on weight. Previously on based on what? Height, weight. Property changed or not? Sometimes I want sort the objects on different property. Default which property I have used here? But I want to sort the objects on Y property also. Y property descend. Totally I need 4 sorting algorithms I required. X property ascending, X property descending, Y property ascending, Y property descending. But comparative method supports only one algorithm. Whenever you want to change from one sorting to another sorting, open A class, change the algorithm. Is it a good idea? Bad idea. Bro, generally, when your people are going out of your house to the hostel, your father already gave you some money, na? Right? Already have some money in your pocket. As per budget, your father already gave money. Then mother will call, Ray, silently giving some extra money, na? From her popul dabba. Right? And next, if you have brother or sister, then if they are loving you, and if you don't fight with them, okay. If they are loving you, And then they will also call, Are Chinna, come here. And then they also giving some money. Na? That means this is excess money giving. Already in your pocket, you have money. Now excess money, excess means that is coming for father outside resource. Then that outside resource he want or she want, right? He want or she want. So she is supplying to you and you can carry with that money. Same point apply. By default, class A is coming with its own sorting logic. But that sorting logic is not satisfying by other programmer. Then other programmer should supply his sorting logic along with this object to the tree set. Na? This programmer should ask the tree set, Array, tree setter, don't use the default logic available in the A class. Use the logic that I am supplying. With this logic, you sort objects. Don't use the logic by default available in the comparative method. Then how to supply our own logic? Again, there should be a contract between this programmer who supplying the logic and tree setter. The contract is nothing but tree set should method with the same signature. The method should be implemented. Na?
Yes.
Tell me, two different people want to come to one agreement. Who are my method signature is this? You call this means a contract for an interface. Na?
Yes.
Comparable is the one interface already there as a contract between the object developer and the tree set. Now we need contract interface between and programmer who is creating class objects and adding, right? That interface is comparator. What is the interface name? Comparable is sorting order supplying the. Now another interface is comparator. Comparator of T. It is also written int only, but the method name is what? Compare. Compare of for this compare method. One parameter, two parameters. Compare method should compare two objects. Na? Compare two method has only one parameter because another object is coming as a current object. Because comparative method is available in the same class whose but compare method is available in the same class, another class. So how many objects I have to pass? Two. T1 comma T. Okay. Is it done, everyone? If I want to store my class A objects in descending order, I have to create 1 minute. Right? Okay. So now, if I want, let me remove unnecessary confusion here by just I'm writing compare to one. Here it's compared with A3 dot compared to of A2. Here only one object only. Based on the computation, objects are sorted. Okay. Now I want one more tree set object with the same objects. Please observe here TS4. Tell me now. I want to tell to tree set, don't default logic given in for comparing. Use my logic. That means I have to pass here as argument. Na?
Yeah.
I want to ask the thread class execute my run method also. Then you pass my runnable as an argument.
Yeah.
Here you should take a constructor called what? Comparator constructor. So you have to pass comparator implementation class object. I am taking this class name something like this is a class property descending order okay. I'm taking as a class X property descending comparator. Control 1 create the class. You must create this class explicitly as a outer class implementing from comparator interface which is available in the package java.util. Comparable available in the lang package, comparator is available in util package. Which class objects you want to compare? A. Then compare A, A1, A2. Tell me. Now here you should compare A1 minus A2 na A2 minus A1. A1 object is nothing but first adding object or second object. Newly adding object. A1 is the newly adding object, A2 is the already added object. Array, that A1 don't consider here me. Not this A1, A2. Ardhainda? Tell me here what method is called? Compare. Of what object will come? Let me write in place of confusion. O2 object2 dot compare of object1. Okay. Now into compare method as a current object, what came into A1? Which object came? O1 or O2? This is comparator dot compare to of O2 comma O1. Already adding object will be the newly adding object will be the first object always. Newly adding object will be always first object, and already added object is second object. Then here also what will be called? Comparator dot CMPR dot compare to of O3 comma O1. Here what is called? CMPR dot compare to of O3, O4 comma O1. O1. Delete this. Copy, paste. Right. Compare to of O4 comma O2. Now based on this logic, you tell me here what will come is nothing but second object. A2 is what? First object. If you write second object minus first object, you will get ascending order, descending order. Current object minus argument object will return what? Ascending order. A2 dot get x minus A1 dot get already added object minus cutting object. Now look at their objects are stored in descending order 7, 6, 5. So what is the point we need to understand? There are two comparisons are there. Number one, natural sorting order. Number two, custom sorting order. If you want to supply natural sorting order, create the class implementing comparable and override comparative method and pass that object directly. Reset object by using no param constructor, pass the object directly. Okay, now next, if you want to sort objects according to your own sorting algorithm, you have to compare objects with your own comparison. For that, you should create one class implement comparator in compare method and write the logic accordingly. Now this is stored object minus argument minus current object. Then it returns what? Descending order. Okay, fine. So now, up to now, understand? Tell me, I want to store this test objects based here. Change the comparative method in A class, define another custom comparator. Tell me, can I use custom comparator? Comparator is an interface.
Yes.
Can I use anonymous inner class?
Yes.
Instead of separately creating new outer class and increasing number of Java files, I want to use anonymous inner class. I want to use anonymous inner class. Compare. This Eclipse has a problem. New comparator of which type of objects you want to compare? Should over compare. Inside compare method, you have to compare which object, A1 with A2, A1 dot get property or get y, get y minus A2 dot get y. Now tell me. Now the objects are sorted y property ascending. Y property ascending. Look at that. Y property ascending 2, 3, 9. Okay, na? Now tell me. I want to store all these A class objects, Y property descending order. Then what logic I should write? Very simple. In place of A1, you write A2. A1. Bacha concept hai 932. Now the question. Wherever you are using anonymous inner class, there can I use lambda expression? A wala remove karo, A wala bhi remove karo, A bhi remove karo. A1, comma, A2. It will be decided from here. And then tell me, can I write please pen like this? ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి రా బయలు. Anonymous inner class expression is easier. Now what tree set will sort A objects on Y property descending order. Okay. 9032. Okay, na? So I told you how to implement custom comparator with outer class, custom comparator with anonymous inner class, custom comparator with lambda expression. With this, we completed preset internals. For inner class. For providing implementation to interface without creating outer class. Can you teach me tree set of string? Hello, tree set of string TS7 equal to new tree set of. I want to store string objects in this tree set. TS7 dot add of double quotes A. TS7 dot add of double quotes O. TS7 dot add of double quotes N. And system dot out dot println. TS7. Tell me, by default, string objects are stored in which order? Is it or implement comparative method implementation? I want you to store string objects in descending order. What should I do? Custom comparator you have to pass, right? S1 comma S2 arrow S2 dot compare to. Already in the string class we have comparative method, na? Reuse it. S2 dot compare to of S2. Reverse the objects. That's all. Onam. Understood? This is the story about tree set internals. So notes where you can find. Go to collections folder. In collections folder, after hash map internals equals hash code test case, ts internal.txt, custom comparate implementation, comparable and comparator by ascending order comparator, MR comparator. Directly go for tree set with custom comparator. So these are all the files. If you refer, whatever I have explained, all points are detailed, I documented. Okay. And the most important compulsory asking entry question, what the difference between comparable and comparator? Comparable meant for providing natural sorting order, default sorting order, comparator providing custom comparator. Okay, interviewer will ask a question. My class object is comparable. Can I add my objects to tree set? Yes or no? Yes, with custom comparator. Tree set required comparison logic. You supply with natural sorting or supply with what? Custom comparator. So when I can store my class object to that reset, store with the default sorting order or store with sorting order. Clear? So this is the final conclusion about reset class, remap class, and all classes we completed. And now tomorrow Q. Okay, now priority queue, array queue, 2 classes are there. So those 2 we will understand. And final summary, one diagram I have to explain. So with that, we will wind up collections. Then we have a pending with what? Cursor. So we have 2 options. You want me to take Sunday long session to complete cursor? It will take 6 hours. Iterator, list iterator, enumerate, then get method problem, iterator, no, enumeration problem, list iterator problem for each loop, Java 5 version for each loop problem, Java 8 version for each method, for Java 8 version stream API, optional class, almost 10 topics. So these 10 topics to complete, it will take minimum 6 hours. You want long session? Monday to regular. Choice is yours. I complete. No, let me complete my listen. As per schedule, I can complete our batch by Sunday. I told Saturday, Sunday, I'll take long sessions. Right? So tomorrow, by taking long sessions, you want me to complete class? No. Or want me to extend the class? 3 more days it will take. Okay, na? So this fellow told that day not completed, next day completed. That's why I'm confirming with you. Long session or anything is okay for me. No problem. Regular class. Management don't have a problem. Room all allotted for us. And there is no new batch for me too. Choice is yours. Regular class. Bhaiya. Regular or long session? Regular. Paka, everyone? Online students, I never ask you because you are online students, no? As online students, you don't have any problem. You are attending class from home only, na? There is no extra money you need to spend, right? Online students, you cannot give your option, okay? And I will not consider. Offline students, you are spending the money with hostel, right? So extra money you have to spend. That's why I'm asking. Okay, na? Paka? See you tomorrow. Thank you. Python I will teach. Python, come and join. Okay. Good night. Thank you. Please practice tree set compulsory. Okay. If you don't practice tree set, tomorrow priority queue you cannot understand. Priority queue also working on sorting comparable only. Okay. Thank you.